Hi all, we can continue with the remaining topics of the same unit, that is sixth unit. You had an assignment on job description and job specification, and we already discussed about the performance appraisal in the last unit, institutional reports and records in the last unit, and guidance and counseling you discussed in your um, education part, and supervision we already discussed in the last unit. So the remaining portion in this unit includes staff development, staff welfare, leave, salary, promotion, like that. And from administration of student selection and admission, Rashmi Miss will discuss all those topics. So we have the last topic on this unit, that is staff welfare. Staff welfare, what is staff welfare? You have some idea. So, the condition under which the teaching staff have an effect on the implementation of the program besides contributing towards the stability of the staff or frustration, conflict, resignations, and frequent requests for transfer. Somehow, in an education institutions or any institutions having some internal conflict and having some issues between the employee and the employer, and some frequent resignations are coming from the same institution. So we have to discuss regarding all these things. We have to solve all these things. So a staff welfare program or staff welfare committee is needed for that. Maybe because of the workload or because of the employer's punishment to the employee, they are having some partiality and doing some harm things for the employees. So have to should have a written policy for an institution. So these are discussing in the staff welfare program. So these can often be reduced when there are clearly defined policies, written policies regarding hours of work, teaching load, and welfare of the staff, about the salary increments, like that. Policies should be written down. A written policy should be there and it should be known to everyone. Every staff should be aware about that. Okay. Then what is employee welfare or staff welfare? These activities are social security measures provided by the institution for the welfare of the employees. For the welfare of the employees, a written policy is there. A social security measure, that is the employee welfare activities. Okay. Moving on to the what are the common staff welfare activities? You heard about the Employment Provident Fund (PF), gratuity benefit, maternity benefit. As you heard, our Kerala is the first state which provides 6 months of maternity leave for any private institution. Also, in government staff, they are getting 6 months maternity benefit, but in private institutions are not ready to give that much. But last Women's Day gift for women was this maternity benefit of 6 months, and risk allowance in for the nursing service department. We are providing for the psychiatry staff, for the staff working in ICUs, and the emergency department staff, they are getting risk allowance. Okay, of risk allowance. When I am working in an ICU, I got risk allowance of plus 500. Than the common ward staff, we are getting plus rupees 500 as risk allowance per month. Okay. Then compensation for work injuries, as we heard in industrial areas like that, they are getting compensations if they are getting any injuries during their work. And family pension schemes in MOIC Hospital, Malangara Orthodox Syrian Church Hospital, they are getting family pension. The employee as well as his life partner getting free treatment, and their parents getting 50% discount for their treatment in the same hospital. And ESI, you learned in detail about ESI in your community classes. So, incentives are provided by some organization in order to attract and retain good employees. If the employer or the institution want to hire a good employee, they're providing some incentives. It may be monetary and non-monetary. So, what is monetary and what is non-monetary? Monetary incentives, maybe in the form of payment of bonuses, merit increments, housing facilities like quarters, or what to say, hostel facilities, medical care. In our hospital also we are getting medical care of discount amount is there, right? I think so. loans, provision of transportation, education of the children. These are monetary incentives. Then what is non-monetary incentives? This is used to motivate the employees for higher production. They are in the form of status and recognition, job security, responsibility, participation in decision making, training facilities, promotion, discipline, and team spirit. After they are completing 5 years in the same institution, they are getting more responsibility, or they are getting promoted, or they are also included in the decision making program or decision making process in the institution's welfare. So these are the non-monetary incentives. Okay. Then what is negative incentives? If it can be given as fine, demotion, suspension, it can be termed as negative incentives. Okay. Then what are the functions of staff welfare committee? A staff welfare committee function as they are responsible for the periodic review of academic and institutional policies, responsible for all matters related to the health and welfare of the staff, review of workload of each teaching staff according to the category and ensure the equal distribution of work. If some teachers, maybe some senior teachers are getting very few hours of teaching hours, but the newly coming teacher or fresh teachers are getting more hours, more than the double of their this senior staff. In some institutions, they are doing like that. I heard about that, not in our institution. Okay. Then formulate policies for the selection and deputation of staff, conduct orientation program for the new staff members, encourage facility to participate in workshops and seminars to update their knowledge. As you know, these workshops and seminars are always to refresh our knowledge. So these are the factors or functions of the staff welfare committee. We can stop here and continue in the next class. So we discussed about the staff welfare committee and about the incentives, monetary incentives and non-monetary incentives and negative incentives. Then what are the functions of staff welfare committees? Okay, so that's all regarding today's topic. Okay, thank you.